Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to play Unholy DK for Wrath of the Lich King PvE the optimal way. Please drop a like, subscribe and comment. First we'll be taking a look at which race you should be using. So the best possible race for Horde are Orc or Troll. So Orc is best until you have Shadowmourne, and then a lot of people argue that the haste proc from Trolls are the best for Shadowmourne because the Shadowmourne has a proc on it, which haste increases the proc rate. For Alliance, it will be Draenei for the 1% hit. You can also go Human for the extra 5% expertise. This is actually quite good for a human tank because you get this gloren as endgame. And also the Dwarf gives a 10% armor buff with 3-minute cooldown, and he also gives 3% 3 expertise with maces. So it's also a viable choice. It's actually the best for tanking, though I would probably prefer human because of their ratio. They give you they dispel any CC. So if you're going to be doing any form of PvP and sub of PvE, you're just probably going to go for that one. But overall, Orc, early game, mid game, Troll, super late game, and then Alliance, it's Draenei, basically. Those are the ones. Next, we'll be discussing the talents and glyphs. The talents I'm using here are the best for a bit of AoE. The only difference is you take a point into this. That's the only difference between this one and another talent tree. I will post the links for both of these talents trees in the description below. If you just pause the video now, and go down, there we go. And the best possible glyphs you can use is not the Glyph of Disease. It's Glyph of Icy Touch, Glyph of Dark Death, and Glyph of Ghoul. You also want to use Raise Dead, but it was really pricey on the server I play on, so I didn't bother buying it yet. It basically removes the cost of Raise Dead. So yeah, these are the best possible combinations of talents and glyphs. Also, just a thing to add, there are about 4 different builds. If you want to go for armor penetration build, where armor penetration is important, then you have to use the blood/frost subspec build. These are linked in the description below also. But if you go for the strength, which is easier, you go for the original, normal, standard cookie cutter build, which is also linked in the description. And then armor penetration is not as important. Also use a few different glyphs for armor penetration than you do normally, because your scourge strikes deals more than these two combined. So and so on. Look in the description. There's so much information. For gems, you basically either gem armor penetration or, well, of course you also gem hit and expertise depending on whether you need it or not. But once those are capped, you gem armor penetration or strength based on which build you want to go for. So again, as I said, look at the description, look at what you want to be going for, and then base it on that. You can, you know what you're gemming. Next, we're taking a look at the professions. So for PvP, if you're gonna do a hybrid, so you're gonna do PvE and PvP, you want blacksmith and jewel crafting. If you are going to do purely PvE, DPS, min-maxing, spec and everything possible, you want to go for engineering and jewel crafting. This will give you the most possible damage ever. For example, you get the boots, which is really helpful. You can stick to the target better. You can attack the target for longer. For example, if you have a defile, you have boots. You can stay on the Lich King, and then you can run out if you have defile. Remember, if you do use Nitro Boots, it is a 3-minute cooldown, so do play carefully after that for a while. Also, jewel crafting gives you insane gems. I think it's like 42 extra stats. If that's armor penetration or strength, that's just huge. So